Hello everybody, they call me Muse and I welcome you back to Lords of the Fallen, where we are indeed back in the Forsaken Fen. Ready for a stroll around to try and uncover some secrets, such as, what's that ladder for over there? Things like that. So I think we're going to go back through in Umbral and see what we can figure out. I did just a smidgen of offline play between last episode and this one. I've decided to put back on my old armoured chest piece, but keep the rest of the new set, so my defence is buffed a bit. I did have a quick look in Beld Rise once again, got absolutely bodied and gave up on that. But I did find another door down near the blacksmith, which had behind it a bunch of enemies, and then a new pendant? Is pendant the correct term? Yeah, a new pendant, the Warrior's Claw, which increases physical damage and physical defence. And according to the wiki, that's by like 10% of each. So that's pretty good. And now that we're caught up, there's definitely more to see in the Forsaken Fen. I'm sure of it. So let's wander on through and see what we can find. We're on the clock to some extent, as we're in Umbral. But maybe that's fine. As for you, will you stop backing away? I'm trying to murk you here. Poison salts. Lovely. Yeah, that wasn't there before. So we got this way. Is that the way we could have been before, or is that... Yeah, that looks like the only way. I've only been through it once, so I am going to get confused a bunch of times as I try and remember what's new and what's not. Ah, there's a ladder there as well that we can push down. Is this area like one that we're just not going to fully explore right now? Is it one that we're going to make our way back to later from a future area? We're going to be like, oh, we're back in the Fen again. Stranger things have happened. Now, what's down here? Much? There's a thing. You've got an item for us. Angel's Axe. Wait. Something. Probably not for us. Doesn't sound like an agility weapon. And now you've come to life, have you? Hey. A Vigor Moth and a large Mana Stone cluster. Very well. It's good Vigor to be earned in here, given us literally everything wants to kill us all the time. Piss. Thought it'd be cool and drop down with a no-scope plunge attack, but we failed. Now, was it this way that led back to where we came from? Okay. I feel like that there's a way nearby that leads us back to our resting point, our vestige. And yeah, it's through here, isn't it? Cool. We'll have a quick rest. See if that resets our dread meter, which I think it should. And we'll get some more agility. And now back we go again. Ooh, slow walking through here. We don't want that. But we also don't want to get beaten up by this guy because we got our wither health to get back. And there it goes. What a pisser. Is there anything out here we can suck on to get back some wither? That would be nice. That's new. We didn't have a ladder up here before, did we? Regular Duralium Nuggets. Is that the second level of upgrade stuff? Maybe. No, you're just a dude. I think I will pop a heal. And yeah, that guy's gonna hit a bit. Hopefully not too much. Yeah, I kind of asked for that. Now, what are you? I don't rightly know, but you gave me some umbral scourings, and we got the Harbinger tinct. Good. So is this area completely new to us? Might well be. This guy's strong, I imagine. I don't tend to let him hit us. Holy Bulwark trousers. Blam. So yeah, if this is a new area, we'll take our time. We'll go in Axiom for now. And see what we can see. Ratch. Look, I'm looking at things, alright. Bloody wretch. Can we get across there? We can, but only in a lamp mode. So I guess the idea was I run across there, I go into lamp mode, I don't see this guy, and then he shoots me and knocks me out of lamp mode and I fall down and look very silly indeed. But we evaded that. We only look slightly silly as we let him shoot us without any repercussions. So, various ways to climb up here. And another item. Smite cure. There's also a way down here. Choices. Right, so we could pop into Umbral there and see what's going on. But down we go. Maybe this is a shortcut. Oh, maybe this is that first ladder that I was asking questions about. It is. Sweet. Now, we have lost a couple of heals. So there's no harm in resting again, then we'll go straight back into Umbral. And back up, I think. Right, where you at, villains? There you are. Where's your mate? There he is. Wish the camera wouldn't snap so much when you push in lock on and there's no one there. But hey ho.
Catherine! You want this lamp, you rogue bastard! Well, come on and take it!
Last words of someone whose lamp was then taken. Also, stop that. You can't do that while I'm distracted by a scene. It's against the rules. You are. Okay. Oh, I didn't even see there was a grate there. I don't want that. I want the thing on the wall. There we go. Get back this little smidgen of health. Maybe get back some more when I duff up this loser. Very good. And you have got Shuja Harmony Hoop. Is that a pendant? Sounds like a pendant. Casting spells from different magic schools. Ah, so cast a bunch of different spells and you get increased damage as you go. Very good. Well done. Now we had this fellow. Or was that just... Oh no, that was just an emerge from Umbral. thing. Okay. And then we start to work our way up this hill. This way was new. But there's also a big lad up there. We know these big lads. Yeah, get wrecked, son. So, nothing to do but go this way. There's a friend. Ah! And we're back at the start. We got Fresh Mesa's sword. That sounds like it could be for us. It's a high agility weapon. That requires 25 agility to just use. And it's a grand sword. Maybe if we're doing a one weapon type dealio, then an agility grand sword wouldn't be too bad. Oh. Nothing across there. Okay. Very well. And if we try to jump across there, we'll just fall down. And we'll actually end up back near our vestige once we do a bit of a run. So maybe that is the best way to go right now. Oh. Although, is there another vestige up here? Next to our thief merchant type fellow. Doesn't seem to be much else up here, but... yeah, there is another vestige. Good. Let's see. Can we equip this sword just to have a look at it? Equipped without the proper stats. Yes, it was. It's a big long sword. So yeah, it's got the moveset that you'd expect from what's called a grand sword. Maybe we'll give it a go at some point. But for now, let's go back this way. So where's our fellow? There he is. Once again, he appears to have hit us and prevented us from healing. Now, where are you leading us? Downstairs. Do we deal with that guy first? Oh, hello. It's probably best to deal with this guy first, otherwise he might get in the way. Oh, there's another one. So he can piss off. Now, where are we going? That lad. Gustav Mess's End, fighting this boy. We might too if we're not careful. Mostly because that other knobhead who's in the vicinity. Oh, come on, that tracks. It's not supposed to track, it's supposed to just... It's fine. But yeah, I thought sidestepping would prevent that from hitting us. It turns out I was just wrong about that. Now, you there. You are the one who possibly does a cry for help? I didn't quite figure out if it was a cry for help or if it was a buff, but either way, we seem to be safe. What's going on down here? People are squelching into existence behind us. Can we blow up these red ones to get back some withered health? We can, and we get quite a bit, in fact. Don't mind if I do. It's just a case of, are we going to keep it now, or are we going to lose it to this guy? And the answer is we lose it to that guy. Brig. That's annoying. Where's the easy enemies when you need them? Like those guys. Large mana stone cluster is what we're getting here. Very well. It might be worth popping back into Axiom right now because we have been in Umbral for a while. I think it does go down over time. If we spend a bit of time in Axiom, then we can go back into Umbral and it will be just fine and dandy, I think. We did kind of explore those huts and such back when we were here last time, didn't we? In Umbral. So if there's anything new to be had, it might just be deeper in here. And we've also got a vestige in here, haven't we? The one that we put just before the Hushed Saint. So if all else fails, we could just warp to that. I feel like a creature just emerged. There it goes. There's also these little frog buggers. Awful things. Yeah. I don't know if we went that way before. I would like to. Let's see. What happens if we do now go back into Umbral? We've been out of it for a bit. Yeah, there we go. It's gone back down to 0. 0 dread. Good, good. Now, do you have anything for me in this direction? We definitely chopped our way through a lot of that last time, but did we go in this specific place? I don't remember chopping through and then chopping through immediately a second time, so this might be new. The Vidura ring. Oh, piss, they hit me. You can stop it. Look. Okay, so we're out of healing. But we've got a new ring. Poison resistance, I'm going to say? Yeah. It's in the poison swamp and it's green. Oh, hello. And now where are we? Still so many different routes. Oh, hello. Poison salts. Convenient. Might have been more in that direction, but let's just also have a peep over here. Ah, have we gone in a circle? Yeah, this is where we first went. Okay. And then we chop through here. And then we chop through a second bit, but what if we don't chop through the second bit, but instead we go this way? Then we run into one of you guys. And then you fall down like an idiot. And you get what you deserve. And I get some unripe berries for my troubles. Come on, lock on. Cripes. Oh, hello. I'll admit I didn't see that coming. But it seems like it didn't hurt me. So, it's okay. Well, I was kind of prepared for that one. There's a drop down there that we probably don't want to take just yet. Oh. Yeah. Good grief. Animated vigor, very nice. So yeah, feels like all this bit's kind of new. That kind of indicates the same. Shortcut. Shortcut to where? Shortcuts are here, but where is here? The mendacious visage. Ah, yes. Hello. Now what? Are you gonna open your little face for me? Okay, you're gonna beat me up a bit. That's fine. Oh, I think you've opened up now. But at least you're looking a bit hairier. Does that do anything for us? I don't think so. But there are multiple routes in here. Is this part of the boss fight? Maybe. Certainly allows us past the boss, briefly. Were you guys attacking me whilst the boss was down there? Perhaps. Could definitely use some health. You there. A curious boss fight this is. Can't go that way. They can't go this way either, though. Ah, his face is open. Oh no, it snapped shut again. Back now. Ouch. Stop that. Ouch. Yeah, that was risky. Now, the fact that we've got no healing and we don't know what the hell we're doing is a bit of a problem. But I don't know if he can attack us from range that effectively. Can we soul flame? We can. Pulls his face open. And then we can do reasonable damage to it. Probably dodge a bit after we do said damage. Yeah, it's those big jumps that I should be dodging. No, open up. Good lord. How do we win a fight in that state? With like 0 health. That's insane. But win is what we did. We've got a sizable amount of vigour about our person now. But there are going to be a couple of poison frogs up ahead that want to ruin our day. Okay, I think we're getting tougher enemies as well now. What happens if we press on? We find a second push ladder. Excellent. Not sure where it leads. Not sure where any of this is taking us. But we should probably escape. Just for now. And we got Vanguard Barros's Rosary. It's a quest item of some sort. Have we circled back round to the boss room? Yeah, I think this was where we fought the boss. Yeah. Which means up here there's frogs that want to do us harm. That's them out of the picture. And what have they given us? Purifying balm. Okay. So is everything leading back to those ladders? I feel like the first ladder is a shortcut to get to the boss, but we've beaten the boss, so this second ladder is probably the way to go. Let's just double check this. There is something in here. Cool. So yeah, we came round here, and we had a look in that hut, and then we left again. Good. So this ladder is progress. Progress to where then? Which way is forward, which way is back? Who can say? We're not back near the very start. I mean, that pile of skulls and whatnot looks familiar. Then yeah. Okay, so that's brought us back near the start. Bit more agility maybe? With our boss loot? Yeah, why not? Let's have another look at that sword. It doesn't have any status effects on it, it is just a damaged sword. Resh Mesa formed and led a cult dedicated to worshipping Judge Warrior. Okay, good for him. We need to rest. Maybe as well we walk to our seedling and then go backwards. That might be the best way to find new things around here. So that way was boss fight. This is where we'd come from. Is there anything exciting that we missed back here because we weren't in this mode? Yeah, it's one of you buggers. Or is this just all one big area? Yeah, this area might just be... Oh, we're poisoned. Fantastic. So let's find our things. Poison cure. Yeah, I feel like this is just a big old area and we were just coming into it if we'd carried on from the normal route. We did everything else and then we've come this way. Stop gooping on me. So yeah, putrefaction, that's a spell of some sort. So yeah, a little smidge of a stroll around this area and we should be able to say that we've cleared much of the Forsaken Fen and we're ready to move on with our lives. I don't know if I spent much time down here. Although it might be down here where we took out the 3 routes that open up another path. There's hovels. Does this way lead to the plank that we kicked down? It does. So yeah, we might be done with the Fen. I'm willing to call it a day for the Fen at this point. Which means we'd be pressing on past the Hushed Saint and the beacon. And what are we going to find out here? Which way was the way forward? I forget. Maybe I couldn't find the way forward and that's why I just warped back out of here. But there's the beacon that we turned on. Is that a big gate leading onwards? Might be. Ah, we can see the other beacons, can't we? That's clever. So we need to go that way. There's 4 things in that direction. One of them's at the top of a big building. The other 3, not so much. Good to know. So this... Is it the direction I came from, or is this the new direction? Oh no, this is the new direction, I think, because there's no seedling. Cool. So we have found the new stuff. Now, what are you? Are you our scavenger friend? You are. Gonna have to buy all his armor sets at some point. Because there's a Chivo for getting all the armor sets. But I don't think I need to start now. And I quite like the gear we've got now. I mean, Black Feather Ranger armor might be cool. Oh yeah, we'd unlocked this vestige, hadn't we? Pale Butcher. And that's where we stopped and went back. Cool. So where to now? We're still in the fen, it seems. But we're deeper into the fen. You're not going to let me in. Okay. Are you going to let me in? No. I'm also very suspicious of that item in there. Because you can't spend 2 minutes on the Steam forums without learning about this game's mimic equivalents. Yeah, look how twitchy that is. That's wisping away like a mad thing. And yeah, sure enough, that item was possessed by something evil. So we'll have to keep an eye out for those from this point on, I guess. Do we ever need to go through an area first, or can we just go through it in Umbral? I guess there's some places that might be blocked off in Umbral that aren't in Axiom. But I'm just wondering if it's a good idea to just go through everywhere in Umbral before I do anything else. Make everything look a bit samey though. So is that a plank that we can kick down? Good. There's not much else going on in this first area, so let's pop in and see what's what. There's at least one item that we can access under the water over here. A lucky paw. Oh, piss off. I didn't hear you coming. What's that? All our health gone. Any easy guys for me to get back that withered health? You'll do. Not exactly easy guy, but it works. What have you got for us? Oh, hello. Sorry, I didn't mean to ignore you there, little frog. The Umbral Eye of the Pale Butcher. We'll have a look at that in a bit. We don't need to be looking at item descriptions whilst we're in Umbral. I definitely won't forget to have a look at it in a bit. You again. Wretched thing. If you could have locked onto the thing nearest me, that would have been great. You've got roots. You caused someone some bother. Well, one of you did. Probably wasn't these two lads. It wasn't you. Because you're generally a bit pathetic. But you do lure people in by backing away all the time. So someone up here caused bother. Was it you? No. It wouldn't have been Frog, would it? Maybe it's just the sheer cluster of enemies that caused the issue. I wouldn't have even thought to look in here if it wasn't for red butterfly friends. Thank you for that, warrior. Guess we'll drop a heal. I'm on a mission of vengeance now. I don't care if it's taking me in entirely the wrong direction, which it could be. I don't even know what the wrong direction is. How far are we going? Jeez. Is it you? There you are. It was one of you guys. But you're feeble. Oh well, Lambearer Avenge. That's the main thing. I don't think I've passed any shortcuts, have I? Any ladders that could be knocked down or things of that nature. So I guess we just push on. There's a ladder, but that's just a climb down, okay. Do you have anything for us? A slightly wide open area that could have been a boss fight, maybe. Although it actually looks a lot like the Mendacious guy's boss fight, so... Have I just somehow found my way back to Mendacious Visage? I have. How have I done that? So could I have explored all of this bit of the fen from before? I guess so. Now I'm confused. My little mind has been blown in unexpected ways. Oh, now we're here. Oh well, at least that means we're near Seedling. We should be able to get back without too much bother from these kind folks. Which is good, because we're building up a lot of dread and I don't want to stick around and see what that means. I guess that is somewhere that we couldn't get to without going through Hush Saint, because we did have to drop down into a riverbed to get there, So yeah, there's no way of getting past Hush Saint without actually dealing with him. So that's how I was able to get back, I suppose, is just by dropping down. Whereas this time let's stay on land. If we can, that is. There might not be any way through that's not involving Umbral, but there is this gateway. I don't think we went through there before. And we've got this path round the gateway as well. And a ladder that doesn't help us unless we're in Umbral. Okay. What's in here then? Who's ambushing us? No one? I feel like we do need to be in Umbral sooner rather than later, but there is stuff to do out here. So yeah. There's an item, for example. Poison salts. Maybe that ladder's main purpose is just to be like, yo, you might want to go into Umbral here and have a look about. Now, 2 fellows and another ladder that needs to be pushed. That was relatively successful. How wispy is that item? No, it's fine, I think. Poison resistance balm. That leads down to where exactly? I'm not sure. That leads up to... Well, let's just have a quick peek over here. Well, that's not an Umbral door. That's just a poorly made one. With no reward. But yeah, there's more red butterflies up here, so let's get some more vengeance if we can. Someone up there fighting. Probably doesn't bode well for us. Oh, missed. Yeah, some folks up here definitely lost some health before we got a chance. So that's got me kind of concerned. Unless there was like a rolly ball trap or something. And it triggered before we got close. Traps. Ambush? I'm not seeing an ambush. Pendant of Burden. Deal additional damage for every status effect inflicted upon the enemy. Interesting. It doesn't look as though you can ever get more slots though. It looks like you are limited to one pendant slot. And just a flat 10% damage and defense buff is probably better than anything else we're going to get for a while. Maybe ever. I don't know how good the pendants are in this game. We're here though. Yeah. I was going to say that's another of those doors. But I was going to say that shortly after walking past it, so not ideal. Just wait for that guff cloud to disappear. Anything over here for us? I mean, there's this. Wait, is that leading back towards that first plank bridge that we... Yeah, that again is leading back to the same area, isn't it? The big central area. Well, it's not even central. The big area near my seedling. So where the heck is forwards? Maybe it's down below somewhere. We need to get into Umbral. I suppose we can also check up the tippity top here where that chest was. In Umbral. Maybe it'll turn out the answer is that I need to just go into Umbral after Hush Saint and do that traverse that I was looking at but not figuring out what to do with. It was going to like teleport me somewhere or something of that nature. That's no help. This room is no help. Where was that thing with roots that we looked at? There was somewhere where we found a thing with roots and I didn't clear it. More vengeance. Where's your foe? Down this way? Ah, that's that ladder we kicked down. Okay. Is this new? Maybe. Cool. Ran into an ambush. But this might actually be new. The item would suggest so. But yeah, I'm sure there's a route down there or something that we didn't clear. Maybe it's only an item. But I'm not sure. Bloodbane ring. Extra blood damage or blood resistance? Inflicting poison build-up simultaneously inflicts bleed build-up. Now that's interesting. We can get a poison blade on the go. That would be pretty sick. So what happens if we go this way and we climb down this ladder? That's dry land, right? I feel like they wouldn't put a return to Umbral thing nearby if you were then required to go back into Umbral again very quickly afterwards, because what would be the point? So yeah, dry land. That might be new. I don't recall going through an eerily lit tunnel like that before. It's kind of hard to say because a lot, cool as it is, a lot of the level design is fairly samey in this game because it's all so grimdark. And that's that plank kicked. Good. So it's 25 agility. Maybe we press on just a little longer because I'm having too much fun to end the episode now. And we'll just see what's through this tunnel. It might just be a boss that bodies us and it's like, well, that's the episode, thanks. There's only one way to find out. It's a map of Fitzroy's Gorge. Head towards the Angel on a Mountain, maybe? And then follow the path to Kalrath. Cross the bridge, go through the gateway. We could probably do that. That was a horrible noise. Any reason for that, friends? So I guess this is Fitzroy's Gorge. Can you confirm? Game? Do I need to be in Umbral? Maybe. I'm not sure how deep this water is. That's the thing of ambushing us, but heck with it. We're going to deal with the threat in front of us first. Now we'll deal with this threat. Oh, that threat explodes, okay. That could have gone worse. Sometimes the best thing to do when you think there might be an ambush is to just run past the bloody thing and come back for it later. But that's not exactly the warmest welcome to the gorge, unless you count exploding in flames, which some of these buggers do. Oh, and someone needs their soul sucking out. Not soul, sucking out, exactly. They need their blue bag removed. That doesn't sound any better. The first term is probably inaccurate, but the second one just sounds stupid. Either way. Do we have a vestige nearby? Please. Okay, there's Angel on a mountain. Go right to Kalrath. Yes. Do we want to go right to Kalrath right away, or do we want to go left and see what's what? Because I wouldn't want to miss a vestige. And there's an opportunity for vengeance here as well. Is this place a maze? Might be a maze. What are you? You're just one of those things that lets me get back health. A vestige seed? Okay. Now, are they having a fight up there? They are. So who wants some? Do you want some? Yeah, vengeance is mine. Cool. Now, who we got? Another lad. Yeah, you get wrecked. I mean, you were mostly pre-wrecked, but still. Oh, bloody hell. It's a boss fight. Oh, shit. I want to suck these out because I feel like that's a good idea. Although, they don't seem to be healing it. Well, it's hard to tell, I haven't hit the buggy yet. That one did what to him? I guess we just hit the bugger. Yeah, that seems to work quite well. Oops. He's not healing, is he? No, he's using radiant magic on himself. Try and fish for... Oh, he might have been healing himself. Yeah. He's definitely got all the radiant gubbins. We don't like it. Piss. Getting way too greedy with these attacks. But sometimes greed is good. The Ring of Brilliant Protection, the Crimson Rector Armour, and a Vestige Seed. I guess we could drop a Vestige, can't we? We don't need the other one right now. And I do kind of need to wrap up. Bit more vitality could be nice. Have we actually got enough for a second level? We do. Bit more agility then. Now, what have we just acquired? Purifying Balm. Cures all status ailments and provides temporary resistance against them. I wonder if that could be used on our petrified friend. The Vigor Moth. But yeah, what are we actually looking at here? We've got the Angel's Axe, carried by the final person to occupy the role of the Angel of the Void, and it is strength, as we thought. We've got a precision hammer that we picked up somewhere. That's a bit of a mixed bag. An Umbral Burrower. Inflicts gradual wither damage on impact. That's not for us. Poison Javelin could be. But no, we've got a bow now. We need arrows. Got Putrefaction, which is poison damage. 2 enemies caught in it. That's cool. When do we get the Mask of Wrath? I'm not sure, but that's fine. Holy Bulwark Trousers. Yeah, we remember picking them up. Pure Blade Armor. Do I remember picking that up? It's medium. 129 physical mitigation. That's pretty good. Then we've got the Ring. Brilliant protection that protects against smite, because of course it does. So Fitzroy's Gorge is a winding mountain pass, formerly vital to trade and travel, connecting the city of Calrath to the outskirts of Mornstead and the wider Oathlands beyond. And then the Pale Butcher, regain withered health upon killing an enemy with a grievous strike, or 25% damage to enemy soul. Don't know if that's amazing. As if each of the tinks has like a full flavour text associated with it. That's a lot of lore. And I think that's everything we've now gone through. So our stuff is all looked at and read. Guess we can snatch up this item before we officially sign off. You guarding Percival. Regular Duralium nuggets. I wonder if we have got enough to upgrade our blade. Bloodlust, you say? Have we just picked up a new blade that we might want even more? It's a short sword. Deals bleeding and fire damage. 60 of each on its statuses. Compared to 80 blood on that. It does require Inferno though. That makes sense. It requires 13 Inferno, so we'd have to invest 5 levels in it. Restores the wielder's health upon slaying an enemy. Go on. Maybe that is worth a go. Probably looks just a smidgen cooler than our current blade as well. It looks kind of cool. I guess. Nothing to write home about. But yeah, maybe we want to look out for a poison blade anyway, and then we could use that ring we've got to inflict poison and bleed on people. That sounds like a fine idea. As for next time, we'll possibly head back through the gorge. We'll possibly head through here and see what's going on. I really want to do it right now, but I need to stop playing and wrap up this episode. I'm just having too much fun, but I need to go and eat some food before I expire. So, next time we're going to go through there and see what's what. And until then, thanks for watching, friends.